Hello students, this video is part 2 of the Russian Revolution. In this video, we will be discussing about the division of the Workers' Party into Bolsheviks and Mensheviks, the 1905 revolution in Russia, Russia's involvement in the First World War, and the impact of war on Russia. So let us begin. Before the year 1914, all political parties were illegal in Russia. Even then, a party was functional named the Russian Socialist Democratic Workers' Party. This party was formed in the year 1898 by such socialists who believed or respected the ideas of Karl Marx. The party basically fought for the rights of workers and peasants. One of the members of party, whose name was Vladimir Lenin, he felt that the peasants were not one united group in Russia. He considered that some peasants were poor whereas others were very rich. Some worked as laborers while some were capitalists who could employ workers to work for them. All those party members who supported Lenin formed one group named as the Bolsheviks, whereas the others who believed that the party should be open for all, they formed another group, namely the Mensheviks. Thus, the Workers' Party got divided into the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks. This division happened in the year 1903. The very next year, that is 1904, proved to be a very bad one for the Russian workers. Prices of the essential goods rose very high, whereas the real wages declined by 20%. Meanwhile, four members of the Assembly of Russian Workers were dismissed at the Putilov Iron Works. This led to the rebellion of workers. Over the next few days, around 1 lakh workers in St. Petersburg went on a strike demanding reduction in the working day to 8 hours, an increase in wages, and improvement in the working conditions of the workers. This procession was led by Father Gapon. When the protesting crowd reached the Winter Palace, it was attacked by the police and Cossacks. In the attack, around 100 workers were killed and about 300 were wounded. This incident took place on a Sunday. The day was 22nd of January. This incident came to be known as the Bloody Sunday. The Bloody Sunday started a series of events that became or that was known as the 1905 revolution in Russia. After the Bloody Sunday incident, things changed dramatically in Russia. Strikes took place all over the country. Universities were closed down. Students were out on the street complaining and protesting against the lack of civil liberties. During the revolution of 1905, the Tsar allowed the creation of elected consultative parliament called the Duma. But the first Duma could not continue to work for very long, as it was dismissed within a period of 75 days, and a second Duma was re-elected, which too was dismissed within 3 months. And then finally a third Duma was elected, which was now packed with conservative politicians, and rather it was controlled more by Tsar than the people. Now we move on directly to the year 1914, the year of the First World War. The First World War broke out in the year 1914, and the war was basically fought between two European alliances named as the Central Power and the Allied Power. The countries which made the Central Power were Germany, Austria, and Turkey, whereas France, Britain, and Russia formed the Allied Powers, which was later joined by USA. Now, this First World War, initially the war was very popular in Russia, but as time passed on, people denied to support the war. The reasons were the poor strategies that were adopted by the Tsar. Poor leadership or weak leadership and poor strategies made Russia suffer a lot. Russia was badly losing in the war. There were over 7 million casualties by the year 1917. And as the Russian army retreated, they destroyed the crops and buildings to prevent the enemy from being able to live off the lands in Russia. This destruction of crops and buildings led to over 3 million refugees in Russia. Not only this, even Russia's industries were badly affected because of the war. In order to fight the war, all the able-bodied men were called up, and thus there were shortage of laborers in the factories and industries, which led to the closure of the factories. Resources, that is raw material, supply of raw materials also was lacking because the Baltic Sea was now under the control of Germany, and thus it has stopped the supply of raw materials to Russia. On the other hand, railway lines began to break down, and all small workshops too were shut down. So there was a lack of supply of grains or the basic amenities of the people like bread and flour. And because of this crisis, which was basically faced by the poor, riots began in the Russian society. People started to attack the bread shops in order to fulfill their requirements. This shortage of grains became the cause of the revolutions next in Russia. About the revolutions of February and October, we will be discussing in our next video. So stay tuned for the same.